Welcome back to the class. Hello students. So last classes we have discussed about importance of political science. So in that we have discussed about the forms and the organs. Okay, what are the various forms of political science we have discussed, such as monarchy, aristocracy, democracy, dictatorship, and we have discussed about what are the various organs. We have discussed about legislature, executive and judiciary. What is the main function of legislature, executive, judiciary? Up to there we have completed our topic. Now we will start the continuation of importance of political science. Okay, I'll go forward. Okay, so normally when we are learning about the importance of political science will provide information about all the political thinkers. So what are the political thinkers? They will provide information. So about all the political thinkers, political science will provide all the information about political science. Okay, so first one, so political science will provide information such as in the knowledge, in the form of knowledge. So this political science will provide information about the political thinkers, about the thoughts, about the theories about the concept, etc. Apart from that, they will provide different type of theories. When we are talking about the theories like modernization theory, different political scientists have given different theories. So in this political science we will discuss about the theories. Best example, modernization theory, and one is called as ration choice theory. So these are the different type of theories we will discuss in the political science. So this political science will explain about the concept as well as theories which are studied by different type of political scientists. So we will study about it. Next we will go forward. Apart from this, we know that this will provide knowledge, this will provide different type of information regarding revolution, French Revolution. So normally when we are talking about the French Revolution, this is very important to know France. Okay, already we know that, already in the lower classes, in 10th class, this concept about French Revolution is there. So French, they were revolted in, French got republic 3 times. 1789 is a period in which the French have revolted. Revolution started in France in 1789. So we can find 1789 the revolution was started in France. So this revolution was took place in France because of So revolution was started in France because of the two important concepts. One is called Rousseau and Voltaire. So Rousseau played a very important role. So 1789 when the French have started a revolution, so Rousseau played a very important role, in these revolutions. So 1789 is a period the French have started a revolution, and 1791 the French has made a constitution. They have prepared their own constitution. During that period, if you see that French society was classified into 3 types: first estate, second estate, third estates. So third estates have demanded right. So third estates have demanded more political rights. So the demand were not met, and that's why the third estates have started a French revolution. And these third estates have greatly inspired with Rousseau. During that time the French societies were mainly classified into 3 estates: first estate, second estate, third estate. First estates have to pay the tax. First estates and second estates, for them they have no right to pay the tax. Third estates have to pay the tax. So that's why the third estates have revolted, and these third estates were greatly inspired by the Rousseau and Voltaire. During that time the Rousseau have written different type of concepts, and third estates have greatly inspired, and they started the French Revolution. That's why whenever the French Revolution started, the credit goes to Rousseau also, because of his writing. He have written different type of concepts and theories regarding republic. And that's why most of the people were inspired. Rousseau have written different form of government, how the government should form, what are the various forms of government, what are the best form of government. He have written in his book. He is one of the greatest philosopher of and many French people have greatly inspired by the ideas of Rousseau. And that's why whenever the French Revolution started, the most creditor which was given to the Razav only, because whatever the words or whatever the work which was written by the Razav, people were greatly inspired, and by that inspiration the people have started a movement, and then the people achieved and the French got republic. Okay, so this is one point. Next we'll go forward. Okay, next if you see Razav, and next we'll go forward. Okay, about Voltaire. Voltaire also played a very important role. So Voltaire, he played a very important role in the French Revolution. He is also one of the greatest philosophers who have written number of theories and concepts. His theories and concepts have greatly inspired many people of France. And because of these two peoples, okay, Razav and Voltaire, they played an important role. And what is the role is, by using their skills, by using the writing skills, concept and theories, they greatly inspired many people, and at last the people they revolted and they got independence. Okay, next when we are talking about China, who greatly inspired the people of China? Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong have made inspiration by his ideas and theories. So once people ideas will greatly influenced by the other peoples. Mao Zedong is the first person in China. He started a party which is called CCP party. So Mao Zedong is very familiar with communism. He is greatly in favor of Communist party. So Mao Zedong what he have did, after the establishment of RCP, Russian Communist Party in Russia, Communist Party was established in Russia in 1917. Okay, in 1917 the Russian Communist Party have set up one party which is called as RCP party. Based upon this principle, Mao Zedong has set up a party which is called as CCP party. The full form of CCP party is China Communist Party. Okay, what is the full form of CCP party? China Communist Party. And this China Communist Party was set up in the year 1921. Okay, and that's why when the China got independence, we can find when the China got independence, Mao Zedong he played a very important role. Okay, Mao Zedong played a very important role in China. Okay, this is one point. So China got republic second time in 1949. Already the China got republic in 1911, but very soon during that period the republic system unable to work. Even though they got a republic, but again the Chinese power sphere comes under the control of warlords. But again the Mao Zedong by his principle, Communist Party, China Communist Party, after establishing this party in 1921, okay, by his principle, by his ideas, he greatly motivated the people. And then at last Mao Zedong played a very important role, and at last the China got republic in 1949. So these peoples, either if you take an example Razav, okay, okay, he played a very important role. So Razav, he played a very important role. Okay, Razav and Voltaire, they played a very important role. Okay, next when we are talking about the Indian freedom movement, okay, in Indian freedom movement who played a very important role? Mahatma Gandhi, he played a very important role. His philosophy, truth and non-violence. Because of the policy truth and non-violence, India was able to achieve independence. India followed a policy of truth and non-violence, and based upon the principle adopted by Mahatma Gandhi, okay, India was able to achieve independence. So sometime the philosophy and the thoughts plays very important role for the development of the country to achieve independence and to achieve republic. From this what we have understand that many countries based upon the philosophical work, they were greatly motivated and inspired, and this led the development of their country. Today also if you see, the China is a communist country. Today also if you see that India is following the policy of Mahatma Gandhi, or today also if you see that French were greatly inspired by the philosophy of Razav and Voltaire. They played a very important role by their written skills. So political science will studies about all the theories and concepts which are written by Razav. It will studies about Voltaire. Okay, it will studies about the concept made by Mao Zedong and Mahatma Gandhi. So they will studies about the ideas. Political science will studies about the ideas of political thoughts. Next, come to the point. Apart from this, if you see, the political science will studies about UNO, United Nations Organization. It is mainly studies about association. Political science will mainly studies about association. So normally when we are talking about the association, which is very important, which is called United Nations Organization. This important association was formed in 1945. This United Nations Organization was formed based upon the peace, based upon the principle of peace. Okay, so United Nations Organization was formed. At present we can find these organizations mainly is very important because of peace, because of cooperation and because of friendly relations with each other. First main of the United Nations Organization are all the countries should be in peace. They should not go for a war. Peace in the sense the country should not go for a war. Okay, so this organization was set up after the World War II. Okay, so that's why this organization first principle is and the first policy of this organization is peace. So this organization have established based upon the principle of peace, and this organization wanted that no two countries should fight a war with each other. So if any countries has any problem, they should solve the problems peacefully. So political science studies about these types of organization. What is the role of United Nations Organization? Peace or peaceful movement. Second thing, if you see that United Nations Organizations plays a very important role for cooperating the members. See, members, if they have proper cooperation, then they never go for a war. Cooperation is very important for development also. If you are not cooperating with others, there will be no development. If two countries are cooperating directly, then that can lead for peace. To increase the peaceful movement, first cooperation is also very, very important. So one nation should cooperate with other nations. One country should cooperate with other country. Okay, so that is one point. And friendly relations. If you wanted to avoid the war and if you wanted to promote peace, the best thing cooperation, and second thing friendly relation is very, very important. Countries should develop the friendly relations with others. So this is the main object of United Nations Organization. What is the object? One is peace, one is cooperation, one is friendly relations. So all these motives, how they can able to achieve? They can be able to achieve easily. And political science will studies about the role and the functioning of United Nations Organizations. So mainly the political science will studies about these types of roles of association which was formed. Next point, when we are seeing what is the importance of political science is success of democracy. Political science are very important for successful functioning of democracy. If you wanted your government and democracy should be function successfully, then political science are very important. If person will have a political knowledge, then only they can able to follow the fundamental rights and fundamental duties. If every citizen will follow the fundamental rights and fundamental duties, that can lead for the success of democracy. And that's why this political information and political knowledge is important for the citizens. If citizens will get knowledge, then only the citizens will follow the knowledge. First one, if you see, first point is if you wanted a successful democracy, if you wanted your government should be successful or a country to be successful in democratic form, first the citizen should be intelligent. How the citizen will be intelligent? If the citizens knows about their rights, and the citizens knows about the duties, then only the citizens will follow. So political science is mainly the subject which will guide the people about the rights, how to protect their rights and how to follow the responsibilities, how to fulfill the fundamental duties. Citizen in the sense just to follow the rights and duties. Okay, so whenever if you are following the rights and duties of the country, that can lead for promotions and development of your country indirectly. So for successful functioning of democracy, citizens should be intelligent. Second thing, patriotic. Patriotic in the sense you should have feeling of nation. Whenever if you have something to do something for the nation, if you have that feeling of nationalism, so that sentiment is called as patriotism. Every person should have a patriotic feeling. Patriotic feeling is very important for the development of the country. See, country development is very important. If country will develop, then only the people will develop. If you wanted your country to develop, then what we have to do? If you wanted your people to develop, first we have to develop the country. And to develop the country, we have to follow all these ideas. Patriotism is very, very important. Every person should have these types of feeling. If suppose if person have patriotic feeling, then only he will fight for the nation. Okay, so this is very important concept. Second thing is vigilant. Vigilant in the sense person should know what's happening in the society. Person should carefully be vigilant. What are the activities of government? Person should aware about the activities. Person should aware about the rules and regulations. Person should aware about the law. Person should aware about the functioning of government, how the government is functions. Person should aware about the welfare activities which are started by government. So that type of person is called vigilant, who should know what's happening in India, what's happening in our country, what is happening in our state, what is happening in the society. Okay, whether the government is developing the country. If the person is vigilant, if person is not vigilant, imagine if the person does not aware about it, he does not know what's happening in the world, he does not know how the government is working. For example, in the classroom, when we are talking about in the class, how the teachers are checking, teachers should know the activities of the student. When the teachers will know the activities of the student, then only the teachers can develop the student. For example, if I will check regularly your homework, if suppose if any students are not done the homework, then I can guide and I can develop him. If I know the weakness, then I can able to develop him. But suppose if the activities if I will not check, then I may not be aware who is good in class or who is not good or who is very poor in the subject. So similarly, vigilance is very, very important. You should know the activities of the government. If you are knowing the activities of government, then only we can able to appoint government in the next period. Suppose if the government is working, if the government is providing all the welfare activities properly, then in the next time I will select the same government. So vigilance is very, very important. In many countries we can find when the people are not vigilant, sometimes they can able to elect improper government. If you are vigilant, then you can able to elect the best government. So vigilance is always depends upon your knowing capacity, activities, everything you should know properly. And last thing is we will study about the good qualities of citizens. So successful democracy always functions about the good qualities. If most of the citizens are following good qualities, then that country will develop. But how to follow the good qualities, political science will explain. The political science is a subject mainly explains about what are the good qualities for every citizen should have. So this is the role of political science. Okay, political science will explain about the roles, responsibilities of the citizens, how the citizens should be. Okay, then only this subject is very important for the development of any country. So if you wanted your democracy should be function successfully, what you should have good quality of citizen is very, very important. Citizen must have a very good qualities. Okay, that is one point. So political science explains about what are the rules and functions about the success of democracy. Political science mainly studies about the peaceful organizations and what is the role of that organizations. Political science explains about what are the movement which was started. Okay, what are the movement which was started in French, what are the movement which was started, how the people were inspired. Okay, that is the role of political science. Apart from this, if you see, the political science will studies about international relationship. International relationship, what is the relation between one country with another country at international level. So political science mainly studies about that international relationship also. Now if you take an example, industrial relations, it will studies about industrial relation. How is the relations with one country with another country in the field of industries. Political science will studies about modernization. Political science mainly studies about modernizations. Okay, political science will develop about transport facility. Children's industrial revolution. Okay, now take an example, industrial revolution. Revolution is nothing but sudden change in the field of industry, that is called industrial revolution. Industrial revolution is very, very important. If industries will develop, then only our relations also will improve. Industrial relations will become very stronger, and that can develop cooperation, peaceful relation, etc. For example, India has a very good relation with Japan. These industrial relations will help, and this will promote friendly relations. Okay, international relations, if you wanted to develop, then this all relation is very important. If you will maintain this relation, then international relations automatically will develop. So first one, industrial relations. One country should have industrial related with other countries. So, in revolution means what? Industrial revolution, sudden change in the field of industry, that is industrial revolution. Next point, modernization is very important. If you wanted your country to be modernized, you should have a good international relationship. For example, I will give the best example like India. In India, we know that for modern technology, every time we have to depend upon other countries. So, recently we know that bullet trains, we are going to start a bullet train, but to start a bullet train, we have to take the support of Japan. International relation is very important for modernization. If you wanted to improve or if you wanted to modernize your network, first international relation is very important. So, political science studies about international relations, and in international relations these three things are very important: industrial relations, modernization and transport facility. Normally if you connect a transport facilities from one country to another country, international as well as cultural relations also automatically will improve in between two countries. For example, now railway lines are connected in between India and Nepal. Then what will happen? International relations will improve and international relations will become more stronger. So, to develop the relations at international level, these three things are very important. So, political science studies about what is the importance of international relationship. Okay, this is one point. So, in this para we have mainly discussed about the importance and the importance of political science. Okay, we have discussed briefly about all these topics, all this para. Okay, children. So, we will meet you in the next class. Thank you very much.